I disagree with everyone else. I not only think Nightmare Luffy is stronger than Gear 4 but radically stronger. Nightmare Luffy didn't just beat Oars. He blocked Oars' strongest attack as if it didn't exist. He then literally tossed Oars around like a toy, whipping that gargantuan larger than a giant's body with lightning speed as if it were weightless. And it was with that ridiculous power that nearly all the damage Moria took was delivered. In the later fight, the reason Luffy's attacks worked was because Moria was barely conscious due to the damage taken from the ridiculous power of Nightmare Luffy, and even then his attacks still only really affected Moria due to the struggle he had trying to control all the shadows, and even then it took a gigantic tower falling onto Moria to actually beat him. Now Gear 4 is strong, but compared to tossing a gargantuan being around without the slightest bit of effort, I just don't think it comes close to holding a candle to Nightmare Luffy. Nightmare Luffy basically means Luffy who has absorbed shadows. But how many shadows? Back then he was able to absorb 100. Now he's much more powerful, and his haki has grown to be much more powerful as well. I think absorbing 1,000 or 2,000 of them wouldn't be a big deal now. Also, I think it also matters as to how strong those shadows are. For example, what would happen if he absorbed shadows from a few Admiral-class characters? Also, who is to say that Nightmare Luffy wouldn't be able to use Gear 2, 3 or even 4? Another thing, he should be able to use haki in his Nightmare Luffy state too. Now, if you're strictly referring to how strong he was as Nightmare Luffy at that time, then there's no point to even compare him with Gear 4. We've already seen him knock out a giant with a single punch in Gear 2, and that's just one of his feats. Normal Luffy or Gear 2 is possibly already stronger than Nightmare Luffy of that time.